Before the sun rises, before the first engine growls, something moves, quietly, purposefully. It doesn't roar. It glides. Through the stillness of dawn, it whispers a promise: the future has arrived, and it doesn't need to shout to be heard. For over a century, we've been bound to combustion. To pistons and fumes. To the idea that power must be loud. Cities grew around gas stations. Highways stretched like veins across continents. But change doesn't always come with a bang. Sometimes, it begins with a question. What if we could move without burning? What if the future wasn't a distant dream, but something we could drive? Tesla dared to ask. The Model 3 wasn't just a car. It was a statement. Affordable, elegant, electric. A machine that didn't just challenge the status quo, it shattered it. Slowly, the streets changed. The silence grew louder. People began to notice. The Model 3 offered a better way. A way to move without guilt. To accelerate without compromise. It wasn't about horsepower anymore. It was about purpose. And so, as the sun rises on a new era, the Model 3 leads the way, not with noise, but with vision. Tesla wasn't born in a boardroom. It was born in a garage, in the minds of engineers and dreamers who refused to accept the limitations of fossil fuel. Elon Musk didn't just want to build cars, he wanted to build a future. A future where clean energy wasn't a luxury, but a standard. The mission was simple: accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. But simple doesn't mean easy. The early days were filled with doubt, setbacks, and skepticism. The Roadster was the first spark. It proved electric could be thrilling. Then came the Model S, luxury redefined. The Model X, bold and futuristic. But the Model 3. That was the revolution. It was the car that would bring Tesla's mission to the masses. Not just for the wealthy, but for everyone. It was designed to be scalable, efficient, and desirable. It wasn't just about building a car, it was about building belief. Belief that the future could be cleaner, smarter, and more beautiful. Tesla's mission wasn't just technical, it was emotional. It tapped into something deeper. A longing for change. A hunger for progress. And the Model 3 became the vessel for that vision. Before the Model 3, before the gigafactories and global headlines, there was the Roadster. A sleek, electric sports car that defied expectations. It wasn't perfect. It was expensive, limited in range, and built in small numbers. But it was proof. Proof that electric didn't mean boring. That sustainability could be sexy. The Roadster shattered stereotypes. It wasn't a golf cart, it was a rocket. It accelerated faster than many supercars. And it did it without a drop of gasoline. It was the spark that lit the fire. It showed investors, engineers, and drivers that Tesla wasn't just talk. It was action. The Roadster wasn't the goal, it was the beginning. It laid the foundation for everything that came after. It gave Tesla credibility. It gave the world a glimpse of what was possible. And it gave Elon Musk the confidence to push harder, dream bigger. The Roadster was the first chapter in a story that would change the auto industry forever. It was the moment the world realized, electric wasn't just coming, it was already here. The Model S was Tesla's declaration of intent. A luxury sedan that didn't compromise. It was fast, elegant, and packed with technology. It didn't just compete with the best, it redefined what best meant. With its long range, minimalist interior, and massive touchscreen, the Model S felt like it came from the future. It wasn't just a car, it was a conversation starter. People didn't just drive it, they talked about it. They showed it off. They believed in it. The Model S proved that electric could be aspirational. That sustainability didn't mean sacrifice. It disrupted the luxury market. It forced legacy automakers to pay attention. And it laid the groundwork for the Model 3. The Model S was the bridge between innovation and mass adoption. It was the car that made Tesla a household name. It wasn't just about performance, it was about philosophy. A belief that technology should serve people. That design should inspire. That driving should be joyful. The Model S was more than a product, it was a promise. A promise that the future would be better. Cleaner. Smarter. and more exciting than ever before. The Model 3 wasn't Tesla's first car, but it was its most important. It was the turning point. The moment Tesla shifted from niche to mainstream. From luxury to accessibility. From dream to reality. The Model 3 was designed to be affordable, scalable, and desirable. It wasn't just a car, it was a movement. It brought electric driving to the masses. It proved that sustainability could be stylish. That innovation could be inclusive. The Model 3 wasn't about compromise, it was about convergence. It combined performance, safety, and technology in a sleek, affordable package. It was the car that made people switch. From gas to electric. From doubt to belief. It was the car that filled streets, not just headlines. That charged in driveways, not just showrooms. The Model 3 was the heartbeat of Tesla's mission. It was the proof that the future wasn't reserved for the wealthy. It was for everyone. And it changed everything. The Model 3 doesn't beg for attention, it earns it. Its design is clean, aerodynamic, and intentional. Every curve serves a purpose. Every line whispers efficiency. It's not cluttered with chrome or exaggerated edges. It's sculpted like a thought, refined, elegant, and modern. The front fascia is smooth, almost serene. No grille, no aggression. Just quiet confidence. The headlights are sharp, intelligent, like eyes that see beyond the road. The silhouette flows like water, hugging the wind, slicing through resistance. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The drag coefficient is low, the stance is balanced, and the proportions are human. It feels familiar, yet futuristic. The Model 3 doesn't try to look electric, it tries to look timeless. And in doing so, it becomes iconic. It's a car that belongs in tomorrow, but fits perfectly in today. It's not about flash, it's about form. And that form tells a story. A story of progress. Of restraint. Of vision. The Model 3 is proof that design doesn't need to shout. It just needs to speak clearly. And when it does, the world listens. Step inside the Model 3, and the noise of the world disappears. There are no buttons. No clutter. Just space. Clean, open, intentional space. The dashboard is a single line, stretching from door to door. No gauges. No distractions. Just a screen. One screen. And that screen does everything. It's your speedometer, your navigation, your media hub, your climate control. It's simple, but powerful. The seats are sculpted for comfort, not complexity. The materials are sustainable, soft, and modern. The glass roof opens the cabin to the sky, flooding it with light. It feels less like a car, and more like a sanctuary. A place to think. To breathe. To drive. Tesla didn't just remove buttons, they removed noise. Mental noise. Visual noise. Emotional noise. And in that silence, something beautiful emerges, clarity. The Model 3's interior isn't minimal for style, it's minimal for purpose. It's designed to help you focus. On the road. On the moment. On what matters. It's not just a cabin, it's a philosophy. A belief that less can be more. That simplicity can be luxurious. That driving can be peaceful. The Model 3 doesn't just move you, it centers you. Beneath the calm exterior of the Model 3 lies something extraordinary, power. Instant, silent, relentless power. There's no engine rumble. No gear shifts. Just pure acceleration. The electric motor responds like thought, immediate, intuitive. Press the pedal, and it moves. Not with hesitation, but with precision. The torque is instant. The response is surgical. It's not just fast, it's intelligent. The battery pack sits low, anchoring the car to the road. The weight distribution is perfect. The handling is sharp. The ride is smooth. It's performance without punishment. Speed without sacrifice. The Model 3 doesn't just go, it glides. It dances. It obeys. And it does all this without a drop of fuel. It's not just efficient, it's exhilarating. Tesla didn't build a car that competes, they built a car that redefines. The Model 3 proves that electric isn't a compromise, it's an upgrade. It's not about replacing gas, it's about replacing expectations. And once you feel that acceleration, once you experience that silence, you'll never want to go back. Because the power beneath the Model 3 isn't just mechanical, it's philosophical. It's the power of possibility. The Model 3 doesn't just accelerate, it launches. From 0 to 60 in seconds, it delivers a thrill that rivals supercars. But it's not just about speed, it's about control. The dual-motor system balances power and precision. One motor for the front, one for the rear. Together, they create harmony. The car grips the road like it's part of it. Corners become choreography. Straightaways become symphonies. And all of it happens in silence. No roar. No lag. Just motion. The regenerative braking adds finesse, turning deceleration into energy. Every movement is efficient. Every turn is intentional. The Model 3 isn't just fast, it's fluid. It doesn't fight the road, it flows with it. Tesla didn't build a car for drag strips, they built a car for life. For highways. For city streets. For winding roads and weekend escapes. The performance isn't just technical, it's emotional. It makes you feel connected. Empowered. Alive. The Model 3 doesn't just move, it moves you. And once you've felt that acceleration, once you've danced with that precision, you'll understand, this isn't just driving. It's experiencing. In a world of chaos, the Model 3 offers calm. But beneath that calm lies protection. Tesla didn't just design for performance, they designed for safety. The Model 3 has one of the highest safety ratings in its class. Its structure is strong, its sensors are sharp, and its software is smart. Autopilot watches the road with tireless eyes. Cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors create a 360-degree shield. The car sees what you can't. Reacts faster than you can. It's not just assistance, it's assurance. The cabin is reinforced. The battery is protected. The crumple zones are engineered to absorb impact. Every inch of the Model 3 is built to protect. Not just the driver, but everyone inside. And it does all this without drama. No flashing lights. No panic. Just quiet confidence. Tesla believes safety isn't a feature, it's a foundation. The Model 3 proves that you don't need noise to feel secure. You need intelligence. You need design. You need trust. And in the silence of the Model 3, you'll find all three. The Model 3 doesn't just drive, it connects. It plugs into a network that's growing, glowing, and global. Tesla's supercharger stations are more than infrastructure, they're lifelines. They stretch across highways, cities, and borders, turning range anxiety into confidence. You don't refuel, you recharge. At home, at work, on the road. The ritual is simple. Plug in. Power up. Move forward. And while you wait, the world keeps turning. The battery fills, the map expands, and your journey continues. Tesla made charging beautiful. Fast. Seamless. Predictable. It's not a chore, it's a rhythm. And with every new station, the future becomes more accessible. The Model 3 isn't just part of the grid, it's part of the solution. It teaches us that energy doesn't have to be extracted, it can be shared. That mobility doesn't have to pollute, it can empower. Charging isn't just technical, it's transformational. It's the heartbeat of a new era. And the Model 3 is leading the charge. The Model 3 isn't just a car, it's a computer. A living, learning, evolving machine. Its software updates wirelessly, like a phone. Overnight, it gets smarter. Faster. Safer. New features appear. Old ones improve. Bugs vanish. It's not static, it's dynamic. Tesla redefined what ownership means. You don't buy a car, you subscribe to progress. The touchscreen isn't just a dashboard, it's a command center. It controls everything. Climate. Navigation. Entertainment. Autopilot. It's intuitive, responsive, and beautiful. The interface feels alive. And behind it, the code hums. Tesla engineers push updates like artists releasing albums. Each one adds value. Each one deepens the experience. The Model 3 isn't just driven, it's curated, personalized, protected. It learns your habits, remembers your routes, anticipates your needs. It's not just smart, it's empathetic. And in a world of static machines, the Model 3 stands apart. It's software on wheels. And it's always improving. Owning a Model 3 isn't just about driving, it's about belonging. Tesla owners don't just commute, they connect. Online forums, road trip meetups, charging station conversations. It's a culture, a movement, a mindset. People share tips, stories, memes. They celebrate updates like holidays. They name their cars. They personalize their dashboards. Tesla isn't just a brand, it's a badge. A symbol of progress, of curiosity, of courage. The Model 3 created a tribe. Diverse, passionate, global. From tech geeks to environmentalists, from families to futurists. They don't just love the car, they love what it represents. Change, possibility, rebellion. Tesla culture is playful, proud, and powerful. It's not about status, it's about story. Every Model 3 has one. And every owner adds a chapter. Together, they form a community. One that's shaping the future, 1 mile at a time. The Model 3 didn't just change garages, it changed countries. It rolled into Europe, Asia, Australia, and beyond. It crossed borders, broke records, and rewrote policies. Governments noticed. Incentives grew. Infrastructure expanded. Competitors scrambled. The ripple effect was massive. Cities began planning for electric futures. Automakers accelerated their EV programs. Consumers demanded more. Cleaner. Smarter. Quieter. The Model 3 became a benchmark. A catalyst. A challenge. It wasn't just a product, it was a pressure point. And the world responded. From Berlin to Beijing, from Toronto to Tokyo, the Model 3 became a symbol of transition. It proved that electric wasn't niche, it was necessary. That innovation wasn't optional, it was urgent. Tesla didn't just build a car, they built momentum. And the Model 3 carried it across continents. No revolution is without resistance. And the Model 3 faced plenty. Critics questioned its build quality, its delivery timelines, its autopilot safety. Headlines swirled. Debates raged. But Tesla didn't flinch. They listened. They learned. They improved. The Model 3 evolved. Panel gaps tightened. Software stabilized. Production scaled. And slowly, the noise faded. What remained was resilience. Tesla didn't chase perfection, they chased progress. And the Model 3 embodied that pursuit. It wasn't flawless, but it was fearless. It took risks. It made mistakes. And it kept moving. Critics didn't stop it. Controversies didn't derail it. Because the mission was bigger than headlines. It was about impact. And the Model 3 delivered it. Not with apologies, but with acceleration. The Model 3 didn't just make headlines, it made waves. Waves that crashed into boardrooms across Detroit, Tokyo, Munich. Legacy automakers watched as Tesla redefined the rules. No dealerships. No engines. No excuses. And they felt the pressure. Some dismissed it. Some mocked it. But most began to pivot. Electric programs were accelerated. Concepts became commitments. Suddenly, every brand had an EV roadmap. But Tesla wasn't chasing them, they were leading. The Model 3 forced evolution. It exposed hesitation. It demanded urgency. And while others scrambled to catch up, Tesla kept moving. Faster. Smarter. Bolder. The Model 3 wasn't just a competitor, it was a catalyst. It didn't just change the market, it changed the mindset. And in doing so, it reshaped the industry. The Model 3 isn't just electric, it's intelligent. Autopilot isn't a gimmick, it's a glimpse. A glimpse into a world where cars think. Where they see, react, learn. The sensors scan. The cameras interpret. The software adapts. It's not perfect, but it's progressing. Every mile driven feeds the neural net. Every update refines the behavior. Tesla isn't just building cars, they're building minds. The Model 3 is a student of the road. And one day, it may become a master. Full self-driving isn't just a feature, it's a frontier. A challenge to everything we know about mobility. And the Model 3 is the vessel. Quietly, patiently, it's learning. And with every mile, it's getting closer. Closer to autonomy. Closer to freedom. The Model 3 was never the end, it was the ignition. Tesla's roadmap stretches far beyond sedans. The Cybertruck reimagines utility. The Semi reinvents logistics. The Roadster returns with vengeance. And the Model Y expands the family. But it all began with the Model 3. It proved the concept. It built the foundation. It created the momentum. Tesla's future is bold. Solar roofs. Energy storage. AI integration. Global expansion. But the heartbeat remains the same, sustainable mobility. The Model 3 is the blueprint. The benchmark. The bridge. And as Tesla builds forward, the echoes of the Model 3 will remain. In every design. Every decision. Every direction. People don't just drive the Model 3, they feel it. They bond with it. They trust it. It's not just a machine, it's a companion. It remembers your routes. Greets you with warmth. Moves with grace. It becomes part of your life. Your rhythm. Your story. Owners speak of joy. Of peace. Of pride. The Model 3 isn't just efficient, it's emotional. It makes driving feel meaningful again. It turns commutes into moments. Journeys into memories. It's not just about specs, it's about soul. Tesla didn't just build a car, they built a connection. And that connection is what makes the Model 3 unforgettable. In the end, the Model 3 is more than innovation. More than disruption. More than design. It's a choice. A choice to drive cleaner. Smarter. Bolder. It's a vote for progress. A step toward sustainability. A glimpse of what's possible. The Model 3 isn't waiting for the future, it's living it. It's proof that change is real. That vision matters. That courage works. And as it glides silently through the streets, it carries more than passengers, it carries hope. Hope for a better world. A quieter world. A world that moves with purpose. Tesla Model 3. The future, you can drive today.